We've been to Joe's today. We had an Indian, which she orders from a woman called Nana Fifth. Nana Fifth's Kitchen. And it's the second time I think we've eaten Indian curry made by her. It's really nice. It was a bit too much. I never know how much to order. We had cauliflower pakoras, chicken and something pakoras, I think. I sat eating it saying, oh, this is nice. It's really nice. It's not like eating meat. Well, it is like eating meat. And Joe said, well, you did order chicken. And then we had, I had cumin, or we shared cumin pilau rice, and I had butter chicken, and Mark had a Ceylon chicken curry. I don't know what Joe had. We had a naan bread between us. Mark had pilau rice. I also had ordered sagaloo and something with chickpeas. It was all very nice, but it was too much. We didn't eat it all. So Joe's kept back the leftovers for her supper. It was a beautiful, beautiful day, really cold when we woke up this morning. When we got up at about 7:30, it was 7. No, it wasn't. It was 3, and then it dropped to 2 for a bit. It's, time is it now? Just before 6 o'clock. It's 6:4. It's not been a warm day, but it's been a beautiful autumn day, sunny. At some point you'll see some of our journey home, because I've done about a 5-minute car drive because it was just so pretty, and I sadly missed as we came through the woods. In one place there were lots of it must have been red oaks or a different sort of oak tree, because the leaves were really, really red, the sort of red that you'd get in a New England autumn, not something that's as familiar here or in the UK. Very pretty, but missed that. So I started filming it as we entered Lussac-les-Églises yesterday. So the municipal policeman followed us into the car park, followed us around until we found somewhere to park. And we knew why he was following us. We knew what had happened, but had been, and are still a bit iffy about which we thought was an old regulation about priority from the right. So he was coming from our right, and Mark should have given him priority, which is really ridiculous. It's madness. It's like, why would priority be for the person coming into the main thoroughfare? And what he explained was that if there are no road markings, then the person coming from the right has priority. And there are places that we've noticed since then, as we've been driving around, as we were coming home, and driving past places where recent road resurfacing of roads or whatever there are no markings. It's like it's gone over where markings may have been. So that would mean that possibly somebody could come up there and just drive into the main thoroughfare, and of course they wouldn't, because it's known that this road you have to stop. It's not on the main roads anymore. It used to be on main roads coming through France. I can remember it when I used to drive through with Mum and Dad in the late 60s, you know, that you had to watch for cars coming from your right. It didn't make sense back then, which is millions of years ago, and it doesn't make sense now, but that is how it is. So he had priority, and Mark didn't give way to him as he should have done. So we had a bit of a discussion. It's a little difficult. It's a bit off explaining that you don't understand it completely. It's still it's confusing, and then telling him that you've lived here 16 years. It's like, that's not an excuse, is it? If you've lived here 16 years, you should know. But it's not something that it's not ever something that comes up. The police municipal, I don't know what their jurisdiction is. You very rarely see them, and so rarely that you only see them when you're breaking the law. It's like, and you only break the law that one time when there's a whatever around. So, I mean, he was fine. It wasn't, you know, he didn't issue, we didn't get told off. Not told off, we got told how it was and how it should be. And it was very amicable. But it was just, I still find it confusing, but it does explain to me why a couple of years back, 2 or 3 years back, I nearly came a cropper in the car park in Leclerc. I'm driving out of Leclerc and somebody just comes into my, you know, doesn't hit me, but frightens the life out of me coming from my right. So that's what happened yesterday. And it's made me a bit anxious today as we've gone along. You know, I've been watching the stuff on the right, and more anxious because I'm the passenger, not the driver. The other thing that that happens a lot, it seems at the weekend, it happened the other weekend, it wasn't last weekend that we went to our friends, but it seems to happen at the weekend. You're driving along the narrow French roads and stuff comes towards you and they just keep coming. We slow down, Mark pulls over slightly and slows down, and they just keep coming. They don't stop. They don't look like they're going to bother to stop. And it's quite frustrating because you sort of think, what if we weren't taking care? What if we hadn't slowed? What if we hadn't pulled over? But there's just this blind driving on like there's room for both of us. But there is room for both of us if you're careful. But it's not, the roads are not wide. The cleaner, when she came yesterday, she'd obviously followed Google Maps, and if you follow Google, Google will send you the most direct route, and quite often that takes you onto smaller roads. And she, having been used to living in cities, found the roads quite difficult. And that was one of her worries about coming over. You know, it's a half-hour drive and I've got to do this drive and whatever. And it's similar to the drive that we've just done, actually. In fact, I mean, we've just followed the route that she will probably follow. And she'll get used to it. You get used to it. It's like a route we know. But yeah, it's amazing how people drive here. I just find it astonishing. And I do think it's that in the countryside that you know, the traffic, there's so little traffic that people drive like there isn't going to be any traffic. I think that's the problem. Somebody has made a very angry comment on, I think it might be under a Chateau Diaries vlog. I don't know because I don't look at them now. But somebody's shared it on Tattle. And it's really, really angry. And the person writing it is complaining about calling somebody a poisonous little troll. But as they make their complaint, they sort of turn into a poisonous little troll, which is quite astonishing. They're talking about the people on Tattle. So all you toxic lot have done is made me a Steph defender now. Tattle is a sick, twisted and poisonous site, infested with fat, disgruntled menopausal women, like the poisonous Cathy, the flogger from France. And I'm thinking, well, I'm not menopausal, I'm postmenopausal, I am fat, I'm not disgruntled, I just give my opinion. And a lot of the people, the flogger from France, and twisted old queens, well, I'm not a twisted old queen either. So I just want to put my hand up because Tattle all going, well, I'm not fat, I'm not menopausal, I'm fat, I'm not queer. I just want to say, it's me, I'm the fat one, okay? You can have the rest. Yeah, so quite angry. And I don't know what the anger's about. I don't know what they're responding to. I don't know what vlog it is, but it made me laugh. And then there is somebody who, in the comments on my vlog where I dropped the vase, said, serves you right. And I'm thinking, that must be a Stefender. Because I haven't done anything to Becca Merrin. I don't think I have. I don't do stuff to people. So I don't know why she says serves you right, unless she thinks I deserve all that I get because I speak the truth. I mean, that's the problem, isn't it? People get really upset with me because I speak the truth, or I burst a bubble, or oh, that reminds me of something. I'm not going to go there. But people don't like hearing the truth. People don't like having, people often shoot the messenger. So yeah, that's, so yes, I don't know what it is with Aiden. Aiden Bora, 8263. 8263. I wonder whether 63 is the year of birth. Quite often look at numbers and wonder what that means. Yeah, so that's it. It's Saturday. It's 6 o'clock. It feels like a Sunday because we normally go to Joe's on a Sunday. And that's it really. I haven't got to make any food today. That's nice. I feel a lot better than I felt yesterday. I felt really not well yesterday. Not really sure why. It may have been because I was late with some tablets and forgot them on Sunday and took them on Monday. That could have been the reason. It was. I only thought of that this morning. I feel much better today, and it's nice not having to do anything. I'll just make some toast for supper. So that's it really. You might get this. What is it? 11 minutes? You might get this. I'll start uploading it now at 6. You could get it for 8 o'clock. Or not. We'll see. Bye.